Hey all, Dr. Campbell here. I just wanted to offer up a couple comments on weekly assignment number 2. So I have finished grading those, and here's an example in terms of what I was looking for and what is considered an A. And I'd also like to say that there are several variations. Some of you included more charts, more lists, more subtypes, categories, etc. But the one thing that will make or break you is effort, and if you're not turning in work that looks like you spent time, you didn't read the instructions, that kind of thing. So this was a really excellent submission. There are two things that I'll point out that could have been improved, but given the totality of the assignment, the totality of the submission, this is definitely an A. So anyway, when you're going through your work, again, if you don't think that you put in the effort, then your grade most likely matches that. If you really think you put in the effort and you didn't get the grade, which is unlikely, feel free to email me, or again, look through this individual's work and see where you could have improved. So we had the first question here. I asked you for how the text divides categories and subcategories into. I asked you to go look at how the Department of Homeland Security does this, and then to look around the internet and compare those. So here I would say that this individual did a fantastic job of that. Perhaps if any of these came from another source other than the text, to identify that. So it would have been a good idea to go on and cite where this information came from. If this was, I'm assuming that this was the text and this was a DHS website, but just to make that a bit clearer. So here, great job. Has a paragraph, uses in-text citations, and I also want to bring up this point here. So there's actually quite a few of you that will have a paragraph such as this, and below it will have, let's call it 4, 5, 6 citations, but you don't have any in-text citations. And I don't know if I mentioned it in this class. I hope I didn't, because I hope that it would have changed. But so let's say that we have a full paragraph of text, and then you have, and there's no in-text citation. So this is probably a review for most of you, but this is an in-text citation. This tells us that wherever this individual got the information about 100 homes being destroyed in Hawaii, that they got this information from this article right here. And we know that because they're signifying almost like an identifier. This is almost a roadmap. So they're saying that this information in this entire sentence, forgive me for this error that keeps moving around, but I'm just trying to make a point here. So this sentence, the information in this sentence, and it goes further, can be tied down to this article. That is the purpose of in-text citation. So when folks have an entire paragraph, no in-text citations, and follow it with 5, 6 references, there's no way for anyone to know what information came from where, and technically everything that they're writing here is plagiarism. So I don't have you guys submit this via any sort of plagiarism checklist, and that's not my intent here. The intent is for you guys to give me the information. But if you were to do this in another course, or if I was to have you put it through a plagiarism identifier, everyone that does not use in-text citations would be guilty of plagiarism. So just look at that, not just for this class, but in the future. And I hope that you at least understand that mechanism and why now in-text citations are so important. Because, and also, it's just a roadmap. It's a roadmap that is needed to understand where you got your information from. Okay, so that was question 2. Question 3, we had hazard prones. Look at how thorough this individual is. The only thing I would say is, so let's see here. No. So the citations. No citations here. It would have been good to put at the end of Campbell et al. Again, I don't mind that you guys are not being, really precise. I don't care if you use footnotes, MLA, APA, but you guys do need to have the mechanics of this and let me know where you got information from. I do checks, so spot checking when it comes to citations, and again, they're just needed in general in scholarly work. And then here, really good job here. Has 3 citations, uses the presidential direction or directive, excuse me. Probably would have preferred a different source than a .com, but again, I allow for mishaps or what I consider mishaps. Remember, you guys, grading is subjective. It's my subjective opinion of your work. But I allow for discrepancies in what I think versus what you do, as long as I see effort and you guys are doing things correctly. So there is my longer than anticipated explanation of the grading for weekly assignment 2. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you guys are having a great week thus far.